In this video, I want to be talking to you guys about some comments that I got when I made that video, okay? Because a lot of people seem to really take it really personal and serious and whatever. So in this video, I'm gonna be responding to some comments and I'm gonna be telling you guys what I think about it, okay? Anyways, before we get into all of that, make sure you give this video a like already, subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you can be up to date whenever I post a video. Anyways, let's dive right into it. I haven't posted on here in a really long time, but I have been wanting to make this video for a really long time. So now we're here doing it. If you have not watched this video yet, make sure you do, because it's very it's kind of like my story on how I manifested my dream appearance. And yes, you can manifest your dream appearance. That's why I wanted to respond to those comments, because I do think it's very interesting. And I don't think I don't get affected by hate comments or something, but it just, yeah, not a lot of people have the same mindset. Every time I get a reminder, everyone is different, everybody has a different belief system or whatever, and everybody has a different way of thinking of themselves, which is totally fine. I do think that these comments were very much interesting. I find it really funny because some of these comments were really long, so yeah, let's just get over with it. So I have this comment over here. This person basically is saying that it's really vague and that I'm comparing myself from when I was 15, 14, and that I'm 20 now and that I just simply grew up, which is, I guess, valid if you say it like that. And then this person goes on and talks about the beauty standards and social media, how younger people get influenced by it, which is absolutely true, because the media has set this certain beauty standard that everybody has to live up to, which I personally think is also bullshit. I find it very interesting because I do think that a lot of people don't really know what manifestation is, okay? And I think that every manifestation guru or person, whatever, on YouTube has a different way of explaining it. I also have a different way of explaining it, because I understand manifestation in a way that works for me. If you do not understand it in the way how I explain it, then you have to find a way for yourself to understand it better. I don't know if that made sense. To me, manifesting isn't just wishing and then expecting that it's expecting it to just happen overnight, okay? For me, manifestation means that you desire something, you take the right action to achieve it, and then it eventually will happen. So yeah, it's just kind of following the right trail, and based on not just rationally following the trail, but in with your intuition. You're following your gut, and that is what makes something happen. I don't know how to explain it better than this, but manifesting doesn't mean that you just wish for something and then it just magically appears. I believe that if you want something, you still need to somewhat put in some sort of action to make it happen. Yes, maybe I was comparing my face from when I was 16 or something, but yes, I'm 21 right now. But I do think that if at that point when I was 16 and I didn't start working on loving myself and becoming more confident, I still wouldn't have looked like this. If I didn't work on myself, I still would be depressed, I still would be sad all the time, I still would hate myself, and that would also still reflect on who I am on the outside. Also, one thing, this person says subconsciously I worked on it, I wanted to become prettier, I wanted to love myself, whatever, and because I had that intention, I worked subconsciously, I worked on it, right? And then again, manifestation isn't something that you always do aware. It's something that happens subconscious mind. It's not that you're conscious about it. You're manifesting at all times. You're always radiating certain frequencies, and because you do that, you attract certain things. And then in the last sentence, this person is so let's not call it manifestation, which is fine. I wonder what you think manifestation is, but to me, it's just simply setting out an intention and working on it along the way. I don't know how to better explain this, but that is what manifestation is for me, and it has worked countless times. This didn't happen overnight. It was a process of becoming like more confident and fully loving myself and accepting myself for what I look like, for who I am. Like 4 years ago, I was really insecure. Like even like 3 years ago, when I was 17, I had really bad acne. I had scarring everywhere. My face just was extremely puffy, and I took the right steps to become more confident, to actually love myself with who I am. But that was like one of those comments. Here's another one. It's not manifesting, you just went through puberty and started to take better care of yourself. Well, I actually have the same answer to that like the other one, because I believe that it's a work in progress. And also, when it comes to manifesting, you're always manifesting. But if you, for example, do not believe that you can manifest or that you can have that certain thing, it is just not gonna happen for you. If you truly want something and you kind of like surrender to God or to the universe, it will happen for you. So even if you, for example, you want to lose weight, yeah, you can also manifest that. I have no experience with that, but I do know like there's this one girl on TikTok or Instagram, and she has lost weight with manifestation. Like I don't remember her name, but there are so many things that you can do, but if you don't believe that it's possible for you, it's just not gonna happen. You can already like erase that whole idea out of your head. And one of those comments says, you look the same, you only learned how to do makeup. Well, yeah, that's true. But, well, it's not really true, but I mean, I did learn how to do my makeup better. Yeah, I've gotten like a lot better at it, and I also know now what fits with my features. But then also, I look very different without makeup than how I looked without makeup back then. I'm not trying to prove anything, but I'm just, this has been my experience. And if you haven't experienced it yet, then, and you want to glow up or you want to become more confident or whatever, it's just a journey that you go on. Like, I'm just here providing you the tips and the tricks on how you can do it better. And we have the next one. People like you are going to destroy the sub community for cloud. Well, I think this person is talking about subliminals, and I'm not really sure what to say about it. I did listen to subliminals for like a little bit of time, but I stopped doing it. I just chose to listen to affirmations. I feel like that's better. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend any of that, so I don't know why this person is saying that. Next one is, stop spreading lies. A nose doesn't change from massaging and wishful thinking. Well, yes, it does. It's logic, actually. Just like if you work out, you go to the gym, you gain muscles, right? So if you do facial massages, it will also train those muscles. I think people underestimate like the power of wishful thinking. It's not just wishful thinking, oh my god. It's also just working on accepting and loving yourself. And I talk a lot about that in that other video, and I have many other videos on my channel where I go more in depth about that. But yeah, I always say that if your mindset is in the right place, if you have a strong mindset, a strong foundation, you can do anything in life. Whether it's achieving your goals or changing your appearance. So it isn't just wishful thinking, it's also choosing yourself to become better. And along the way, things will happen for you. I don't think this one is necessarily like a hate comment. I just think that this has more something to do about the belief system of this person itself, I guess. I know my truth. Like, I don't know how to better explain. Like, I know that this happened for me. And also, like, I talk about like my dimple in that video. Like, I didn't have that, okay? For years, I just had like a very roundish, puffy looking face. And now my face is definitely more defined. And not just because I started to like eat different or whatever. Yes, there are things that I did along the way to make this change in appearance or whatever. But then again, like I said, my definition of manifestation isn't just, oh my god, I want that, and then it just magically happens. No. Also, like, if you want to attract more money, like, okay, great, you want to attract more money, but that does mean that you're going to have to like follow your intuition to get there. And the thing is about that, you're following a trail without really following it. You're just surrendering, like I already said, and you just follow the trail, but you're not conscious that you're doing it. And then when it happens, when your manifestation becomes true, you're like, oh my god, no way, that happened to me because I did that and I took that step, and then oh my god, like that. That is how it works for me, and I think it works like that for everyone. It's not that hard. So yeah. And also, like, when I'm talking about like self-love, it's not just about spending an hour a day, like, I don't know, doing face masks or doing your nails or washing your hair or whatever. I'm also talking about like standing on business and choosing for yourself and saying no to other people. Because in this society that we live in, we all have like certain beliefs, okay? The things that we have like experienced when we were younger, we're all like imprinted in like the subconscious part of our mind, and that formed our belief system. So how we act in our daily life is all because of that. So for example, if you used to think, like, if someone told you like that you're not good enough a couple years ago when you were younger, you're always going to believe somehow that you're not good enough. And that is something that you need to become aware of. Like I always say, that awareness is the first step of like change. Doesn't matter whether it's about whatever you want to achieve in life or about your goals. But if you want anything, quite literally anything to change in your life, it starts with yourself, with how you think of yourself, how disciplined you are, how much you think you are worth. And then it all comes back to self-love. Do you really love yourself? Do you really want that change? How much effort are you going to put into yourself? How much are you going to spend on yourself to make this thing come true? That is something that I worked on, and confidence is also the same. Like in the beginning, becoming a confident person isn't really easy, because you're gonna have to pretend that you're confident for a little bit, and then it will become natural to you. But it isn't about how good you look or whatever. No, it's about the trust that you build within yourself. And again, I have made like so many other videos about this, but if you aren't taking yourself like seriously, you're not gonna become more confident. If you tell yourself to go to the gym 5 days in a week, your mind is not gonna believe it, because you're not gonna do it. And when you're not gonna do it, you're gonna lose trust with yourself. So it's about creating some sort of like discipline and like a list in your head with goals that you can like cross. Like, oh my god, I achieved that. Oh my god, now I've gained more confidence because I did that. Also, something that I like to do whenever I feel like I'm not confident or I can't do anything, I created a list with everything that I have accomplished in my life, whether it's school or starting my business or whatever it really is. I look at that list and I'm like, wow, why am I feeling insecure? Because I've done so much in life and I've gotten to this point. I should be very proud of myself. For example, that is how you're gonna build confidence. So I have many videos about that. If you want to watch that, please do. Yeah, I do think that it's very interesting to see those comments. Depends on what you believe. If you think that you can't do something, it's not gonna happen for you. It's just that simple. I wonder what you guys think that manifestation is, or what it means to you, because I already explained my definition of it. I wonder how you guys see like how that works for yourself. I'm just really curious. If you want to glow up, or you want to change your appearance, or you want to manifest your appearance, I'd say follow the trail, because there's a lot of things that you can do to make it happen. And you could say, yeah, but that's not manifestation, that's just simply doing and taking action. But manifestation doesn't mean that you have to sit still. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to sit still. I don't know if I said that right, but yeah, maybe I showed photos when I was like a little bit younger, but like I said, it's a process. Like, it's not gonna happen within a day or a week. I'd never expected that anyway. I just knew that if I, like back then, I just decided like, I don't want to hate myself anymore. I don't want to feel like shit anymore. I don't want to treat myself like garbage anymore. I want to become the best version of myself, and I want to treat myself like a princess, like I deserve the world. And now I've gotten to a point where I do think that I'm a literal princess, and that I can do anything that I want, and that I'm pretty, and that I can do I'm just content with myself. I'm just so good with myself. And I never thought, like, years ago that I would even get to that point. Because when I started to actually, like, love myself and radiate, like, a certain energy that people could also feel, I started to attract more people into my life. People started to give me compliments, and in the beginning I was so very confused. And then I was like, oh, but of course that's gonna happen for me because I'm okay with myself. So I radiated this kind of energy, like, if I love myself, other people are gonna like me too. Like, it's just simple example like that. But my life started to change when I finally learned to love myself. And not only because I got prettier, but because I got more confident. I was okay with myself. And I do wish that upon everybody. So even these people with those comments that they gave, I truly hope that you find a way for yourself to make manifestation work for you. Or if you don't want to call it manifesting and you just want to, yeah, I don't know how you want to call it, but I just do hope that you get to a point where you're like, yeah, I can love myself. Or because I do think everybody can do this. It just depends on how willing you are. Also, something really funny, I guess, is because I've gotten to a point where I'm like okay with myself, I just don't also get embarrassed anymore. Like, embarrassment doesn't even exist. I don't feel like I'm cringe or whatever. I just let everything come at me. Because when you have been through like a lot of shit, you can either like choose to like do nothing about it, or you can step up and take care of yourself and start over with your life. It's just, this is not just a video about your looks, okay? It goes way deeper than that. And that's all I can say, I guess, to be honest. So I feel like this is a very long video, and I hope it made sense, because I never like really like, I make notes. I've said it in like so many videos. I make notes. I just try, yeah. This is my notes. I hope it made somewhat sense, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching it, because I do think it's very interesting. And yeah, so I guess that this was the end of the video. I hope you guys got something out of this and learned something. Before we end the video, make sure you give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you can be up to date whenever I post a video. And I'll see you guys the next time. Bye!